Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's MOYO K channel name. Today I have for you a knotless braid tutorial. So flat, so nice. And yeah, just keep on watching. I hope you learn and try it too. Yeah, so I'm going to be using a pink and wine attachment for this video. So I'm going to start with a pink and cut it into two, because I want to achieve an ombre attachment look. And then the wine, I'm going to cut it into three. So I'm showing you how I measured it in this video. After that, I'm going to pick them singly, like pick them, not, yeah, just pick them. As you can take like 2 strands or 3 strands at once. You don't necessarily have to calculate it, just pick it. Basically, it's just a normal rush process. If you say you want to take 1 strand at a time, you are going to end up wasting your time. So yeah, just watch what I'm doing and you'll be able to learn from it. I'm also sorry for how long I've delayed this video. I don't want to make an excuse for myself, but yeah. Anyway, I've come to the end of the picking. So this is what I'm doing. I just don't want the tips to be like blunt. Yeah, to be blunt. I want them to come in a very feather-like motion. So now I'm going to separate the hair from each other just to detangle it a little bit. So to do that, I'm just taking small portions at a time. I'm not detangling it in big portions because I don't want to have like a huge waste of attachment. So I'm taking it tiny, like I want to use it to braid the hair. So I'm just taking it portion by portion, just little, and now I'm dividing the hair into 2 and knotting one and using the other one to create my ombre attachment look. So the reason why I cut the attachment into 2 and 3, the pink is in 2 because I want the pink to remain at the tip, and the wine is in 3 because I want it to dominate the top parts. You get me? So the pink is going to be at the tip, even though it won't make much difference. It would have been better if it was 4-2 if you are thinking of an ombre look, but I ended up doing 3-2. Anyway, it's not important. So now I'm just trying to mix the attachment up so I can't have like a huge chunk of wine and a huge chunk of pink. So I'm just mixing it up by taking pink and wine at the same time. I'm picking it little by little. So as I pick, I take pink and wine. As I pick, I take pink and wine. As I pick, I take pink and wine. I don't just take wine, then take pink, then take wine, I'm just taking pink and wine basically. And after everything, I'll still add them together and then divide it in a huge chunk, which is what I'm doing now. I'll divide it in a huge chunk and then place it on top of each other, divide it again, place it on top of each other, divide it again, place it on top of each other. I hope I'm explaining well and I'm not confusing you. If you are being confused, please mute me and just watch the video. So now I'm detangling it with a hairbrush, and after I'm done detangling with a hairbrush, I'm going to take the hair left on the brush and detangle that hair as well, because we don't want to be wasting attachment. I'm pretty broke, okay? So that's basically what is happening. The list of items I will be using, I'm using like comb, brush, edge control, and gel, speakers because we need to listen to music, and the oil and attachment I already did. So I sectioned her hair into 4 prior to starting this because I detangled it before, like the day before, because her hair is pretty hard and it's annoying. She's trying to transition, so it has like a very annoying thing going on with it. Anyway, we are proud of a transitioning sister, I guess. So I'm just detangling that part and then I'm going to cut it box. So to achieve box, you first have to divide a section of the hair and then cut into that section, and then you receive a box like braid. And I'm going to start by plaiting the hair 2 or 3 times before I include attachment. So if you watch, you'll be able to understand. So afterwards, I'm going to take my hand like a pin with the attachment in between, put the attachment in the hair in the middle, weave it, and then take the attachment under the hair on top. So you just need to weave it like once. That's the 3 going round. Do the same again. put, so you just need to take it tiny depending on your preference, of course. If you are trying to do a big knotless braids, then you take it big, I guess, and just go on with your life. So that's exactly what is happening here. I don't know how to explain this process, but if you watch, I think you'll be able to understand. So start with one part of the attachment you are using to feed in, and then include the other part when you are done feeding in. So that's basically what is happening. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. I keep on saying that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to understand this part, and I hope you understand. Thank you. Bye bye. No, not bye bye. I'll actually see you like later in the talk of the something. So we'll see each other in the middle of the hair, I guess. Yeah, bye bye. No, bye bye. You get me, Sha. Just chill and wait for me to talk again. Okay? Bye bye. No! Sharp. I'll see you later. So for this part, we've reached the end of our hair. That's why I applied a little bit of gel, and I'm going to take my time for the end because I don't want the end to be coming out, like to be shooting out. So I'm going to take my time to wrap it inside the attachment so it won't like be coming out, because we don't want to trim her hair in the middle of the whole trimming process. Okay, so just try to put it inside. So as you can see, I'm taking my time and stretching it out as I'm also pleating, so it won't form like, so it will be stretched out basically. I don't know how else to explain this. And then you keep on feeding the braids until you get the size of braids you want. We were going for, I don't know if I should say it's a medium because it was obviously not tiny, so we're going for a medium sized braid. So I will keep on feeding the braids until I'm satisfied with the length and the size I have. So if it's that I was doing the front of the braids now, I'll keep on feeding until the length is long enough. But for this one, when the size is okay, I will stop since it's the back. But when we get to the front, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. So for now, just watch the feeding in for the size and not the length. So that's basically what I'm doing now. And when you get to the tip, if there is no one to plait and you don't want to stress yourself, just twist it. Don't stress, please. There's no time for that in this life, okay? So you move on and just go on with your life. You get me? So now this is another tutorial. Let me not just talk for this one and respect my audience and let them see what I'm in. Hey, let them see what I am doing. Oh, so try to understand. Bye.
So maybe the wild mannequin will come from thank you. This is when kids wear a scatter leg on the dance floor.
Come on, little thing, yo. Come on, little thing. On your floor, you can stay, but your clothes must go. No, touch your toe. Be a good girl, don't say no. Don't say no.
Wait, this is mixtape. It's over 2 hours now. Mixtape. It's over 2 hours. 2 hours. No. 60 plus 61. And it's 122 minutes. That's 2 hours.
Okay, so I'm going to use this one to explain properly. So once you detangle the hair, start by dividing it into 3 parts and then wrap the 3 parts around twice or 3 times. So once you wrap the 3 parts around twice, feed it in by adding to the sides. So feed it in, put it in, feed it in, put it in, like that. So the point of feeding in is that you don't want the feedings to show. This method you won't really see, unlike normal Ghana weaving method, you'll see where the feeding shows, but this method you won't see where it is attached to. So that is why you have to feed it in and let a part of the thing stick out before you add it back into the braids. I hope I'm not losing anybody here. So that's basically what I'm doing now, and just keep on watching. I think you understand. So once I'm slowly getting to the top, I'm going to start cutting it in a U form, starting from one end and getting to the other end, which is basically what is going to happen now. Just watch and try to follow up. So just continue the U until you get to a certain point, and then you start cutting it straight. Again, the video was getting too long, so I didn't really show the whole cutting process of when you start cutting it straight once you get to the middle. But for 3 times now, you are going to cut it you cut you the first time, cut you again the second time, and then the middle, just cut it off as well, and then you now start cutting it straight from then on. I hope you're following though. Anyway, what I'm just saying is I couldn't put the whole video because it was getting too long, and I know people are really bothered when a video gets too long. So yeah, that is why. This video was initially an hour. I had to cut it down, cut it to 30 minutes. I was like, nah, G, let me cut it to 20 something minutes. And now I'm stuck at 25. If I cut it any further, nobody will understand what I'm trying to put across. Anyway, I hope you understand. So yeah, you see that middle like sectioned out. Once I cut the U about 3 times, that middle is going to remain there, and then I'll start cutting the front straight. So I hope you get me, Sha. If you notice, for every braid I show you, I'm showing you in a different angle, so you'll be able to get it well. So this is the angle from the top, I've shown you from the two sides. I haven't shown you from under, but then I'm showing you from the top now. I don't think anybody will be able to show you from under anyway, but I showed you from the top and the two sides. So I hope you understand. I'm just trying my best, okay? I'm just trying my best here. Okay, finally time to show you guys the actual front tutorial. So as I said earlier, divide into 3, wrap the 3 around about 2 or 3 times depending on how much you're able to hold the hair tight. So this is one round, this is the second round, so I fed it in by the side and then took one strand before I took the other strand, fed in again by the side, took one strand before I took the other strand, fed it in again. It's trying to detangle here because we don't want a rough braid. You shall get me, you get me, okay? So feeding it in by the side again, plaiting, plait, feed it in again by the side, plait, feed it in again by the side, plait, feed it in again by the side, plait. Basically just follow that process, but don't forget to always leave half of the end out and then you take it in the last round of the plait. Okay, so here I'm going to be showing you how I was adding up for size and how I was adding up for length. So once we get to the length part, I'm going to come back and rant my rant. Okay, bye bye. Okay, now let's talk fitting in for length. So I'm going to measure the length of these braids with the braids I've already done before, and if they are not long enough, I'm going to keep on adding to it, which is basically what I did now. Measure the length. If it doesn't reach the tip of the other one, I'll keep on adding. So I'm going to add until I get to the tip. So be sure not to add too much. You're going to try to add tiny, like 4 times. Place it to a certain length and then measure it again. If it's not to the tip again, then you add again like 4 times. Measure it again. If it's not close to the tip of the other one, add again like 4 times. Plait it. Don't keep on adding because you're going to be bulking up on the braids you already have, because you want it to be the same length until to be the same size until it gets to the tip or the finish of the attachment. You don't want it to be bulking up instead of actually being a particular size. So that is what I'm doing here. I'm not adding like for just one plait. I'll add for like when I've plaited it like twice, I'll now add again. I'm not adding like add plait. It's just like add plait, add plait, add plait. Or I'll be like add plait, add plait, add plait until I see the length I want. So that's just the reading, basically what I was just saying now. So if that is not the length, I will keep on adding. Basically what I'm trying to do now. I think this is where I got the length for the braids I want. So that's basically it for this tutorial. So now I'm just going to show you how to trim the hair, and after trimming it, I put attachment. So for trimming the hair, you people use a sharp scissors. Don't go and use one blunt scissors that you be forcing it to trim the sides of the hair, and then to end up helping you cut the hair off. And also, when you are trimming, please take your time. Don't go and trim and then you now go and cut the hair you've already plaited, because I know how frustrating that thing can be. It has happened to me several times, so I can relate with it. So now it's just to trim the hair. After trimming the hair, I put hot water, but I didn't show the hot water part because I needed to rush to go and watch Big Brother. Anyway, this is the end. This is basically the end of the tutorial. So if you guys like this video, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. I'll have more hair and makeup videos actually coming for you. They are all just there waiting for me to edit them. But of course, MOYO is a very lazy person. I don't just have vibe for anything. I pray God gives me something I will actually like doing. I don't know if this is something I enjoy doing. I won't say enjoy. It's just something I know how to do, so I do it, if that makes sense. Anyway, that's not the topic for today. So I just loosened the tip because the people I gave to finish the tip knotted the tip for me and then left the tip unplaited, and we don't want that to be happening. It's going to look like an unfinished hair even after I pour hot water. So it still needed to be plaited to the tip at least, so you have a neat braid there. And I'm basically trimming now, like I've said before. So take your time when you're trimming. You don't want to cut the hair at the end of the day and have to plait it again, because it won't make any sense. And also don't go and cut her hair in the process, because I've said this several times. And see, on this channel, you people were the one that clicked to watch the videos. You were the ones that clicked to watch this video. So if you do anything mistake, take caution, because I don't carry anybody's weight on my shoulder. Thank you very much. So from here, I just move on to the hot water part, which I did not show because I needed to rush to watch Big Brother. How many times will I say it? Anyway, my baby was the first runner up. So, yawns, my love, with her full chest, she carried the prize. Anyway, this is the end of the hair. I've already showed you this in the beginning. So, hope you enjoyed this video. So, like, share, subscribe, and look at my other videos. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.